Hey, I have a little riddle for you this week, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you all set?
I'm all set.
All right, so suppose a donkey fucks a woman, and they have a child as a result. What do you call the child?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Raywald, the amazing clown!
You're an ass.
Thank you, Ray! All right, I'm damn drunk tonight. I can hardly see my notes. I'm just going to make some shit up and we'll see what happens. So what's invisible and smells like salad? Your wife farts when she's on a diet. What do a gynecologist and a pizza delivery man have in common? They can smell it, but they can't eat it. Oh! What's the difference between a woman and a washing machine? What's the difference? A washing machine doesn't call you every 5 minutes after you dump a couple of loads in it. Oh! That was bad. That was bad. You throw me out? All right, so the zookeepers were having a really big problem. See, they had a gorilla in heat that they couldn't find a mate for. Now, as it happens, strange coincidence, I happen to know the head zookeeper. So he calls me up and he says, Frank, look, I know you have a really large male organ, and let's face it, would you fuck the gorilla for $500? Well, you know, I was kind of torn, but you know, the guy's a friend of mine, so I says, all right, tell you what, I'll come down next week and I'll fuck the gorilla. So he says, next week? Why don't you just come down right now and do it? And I said, no, I would, but I need a week to raise the 500. You know, I used to be into S&M, bestiality, and necrophilia. I get around. But it turns out, I finally realized I was just beating a dead horse. So, now I love dogs, I shouldn't say this one, but where do you find a dog with 2 broken legs? Where do you find a dog with 2 broken legs? Right where you left them. Right where you left them. No, I actually have 2 beautiful Boston Terriers. I love my little dogs, but they've got a few rules that these dogs just cannot get into their heads. I mean, for one thing, the cat's litter box is not filled with doggy treats. Oh! Also, I do not want to play tug of war with my underwear while I'm seated on the toilet. And 3, and this one is classic, everybody knows, my carpeting is not your toilet paper. Boo! So a guy won $10 million in a slot machine the other day. And he comes home and he says to his wife, I won $10 million today, baby! Pack your bags. So she says, fantastic. Are we going somewhere with cold weather or hot weather? And he says, I don't care, just as long as you're out by noon. So a friend of mine saw my act, you know, and he says, look, bro. No. He says, you got to do more dick jokes, and more pussy jokes. You know, so I thought about it, and I said, you know, he's right. I need to class the act up a little bit. So what's the difference between a penis and a bonus? A penis and a bonus. My ex-wife always blew my bonus. All right, let's get ugly, people. Why did God create the yeast infection? Why did God create the yeast infection? Oh, this is so bad. Because he wanted women to know what it's like to live with an irritating twat. Oh! You throwing me out yet? I'm doing all right? All right, thank you. You know, I just came here tonight. I'm so full of love, and I just wanted to share the joy with everybody. So hopefully I'll come up with a decent joke, and that will happen. But until then, I'm going to do my regular thing with all the filth. So a guy trained an octopus to play every musical instrument. And he took the octopus on the road, and it was playing guitar and saxophone and piano, and it was wowing the audiences, and everything was going great. So one night, a guy brings up a bagpipe. And the octopus says, "No, I am not playing the bagpipe." And they says, "Why? Why won't you play the bagpipe?" And he says, "Look, I might fuck it, but I'm not licking its cock." So the other day I was out. This is even worse. So the other day I was out walking for exercise, you know, and I came across this really hot-looking chick with tits and ass who was tied to the railroad tracks. Really fucked up, right? So I untie her naturally, you know, and next thing you know, I'm taking her home. And whoa, we had some wild sex, baby. Oh my God. I fucked her 6 ways to Sunday. It was a great weekend. So I came into work on Monday morning, and I said to a friend of mine, I says, "What's up, baby?" I says, "Boy, did I get laid this weekend." And he says, "Was she pretty?" And I says, "Well, I don't know. I never found the head." So I was hitting on this chick at a club the other day, you know, and she goes, "I've got heels bigger than your dick. I can see it from here." The fuck? So I said, "Yeah, I'm taking shits fresher than your pussy. I can smell it from here." Ew. But no, it sounds bad. It sounds bad. But, you know, I made a vow that day, people, a vow that day. That is the last time I hit on Miley Cyrus. That's my set for tonight. I'm Frank Aviza. Thank you, folks.
You are a sick, sick man. Oh, man. Are you ready for this next act?